got to talk about it, even though.
I'm so bored of talking about drug things because it's just negatives you hear, especially in the mainstream press, who don't like talking about athletics.
No.
And then the only time I talk about it is when it's a drug story, and I find that quite depressing, to be honest.
Yeah.
But having said that, this is a nonsense story.
Why?
Mo missed 2 tests 5 years ago.
Yeah. But now it's gone from page to paper.
Yeah, and it doesn't. And also, the journalists who are writing it don't understand the implication.
Well, they don't know enough about analytics to warrant them writing about these things, do they? So we understand that missing 2 tests over that period of time means nothing at all. In fact, most athletes have probably missed 2 tests over a year.
Certainly with some, because it sounds easy. Oh, people just turn. Life gets in the way.
Yeah.
I mean, we know from Christine that life gets in the way sometimes, and that was even more unfortunate because that was when it had just started, and no one really understood the rules. So I mean, by 5 years ago, when Moses, he should have been more careful.
Yeah.
But the doorbell didn't work, or whatever the reason. That's what happened.
But you can see why that's kind of a big deal because
it sounds like a terrible excuse.
I promise you, if you had to be in the same place for an hour, every single day of the year, there were times when you wouldn't be there.
But having said that, us having this discussion now is exactly perpetrating this nonsense, isn't it? We're making it sound like it's a massive deal.
I think it's really important also that Craig Pickering came out and said that's nonsense. Kelly Southerton, and there's not one athlete who is more anti-drugs than Kelly, came out and said it's not as easy as you think, and it means absolutely nothing. There are questions that Mo has to answer, or maybe Mo doesn't have to answer, but there's questions he has to ask
of his team.
But this isn't one of them.
At any given moment.
It's within the rules though, so...
But I think that's what
no!
He was just doing some acrobatics.
Our only prop. There's so many props we've got. We've got a Gateshead European Team Championship medal.
Yeah,
Team Championship.
When you get talking of the
link.
There we go. Seamless.
Don't worry about me and my links. Right. You said before something about the European Team Champs, a bit of inside information about the whole of the Team Champs in general.
What we said was it's a bit shit.
It's a bit shit. So the whole Team Championship.
Well, the thing is,
we're very good at it.
The concept is now shit.
Yeah.
When it was the European Cup, which was a brilliant, 8 teams, everyone has a lane, and also there was an element of competition over who's going to win because the men and women were separate. So Russia could win the women's, Germany could win the women's, Britain could win the men's, France could win the men's, whatever. The first ever championships, international thing we ever went to was back in 1998. St. Petersburg. To the European Cup, but
we were very, very young.
We were mere slits of boys. And it was a brilliant, because you can support the whole team.
And everyone's kind of at one together.
And it's fun. It's fun. And then we went to a lot in the late 90s, early 2000s to Annecy and Florence and all over the place. Raymond.
So the format changing is wrong, you think?
The format changed in 2008, I think. We've now got 12 teams, heats.
It's not even heats, is it? They don't do heats.
Yeah, they do.
No, they do. No, they do.
In the sprints, there's heats.
They don't. There's 2 separate races and they combine them.
Yeah, that's what I mean.
Okay.
Yeah.
The heats would be
there's
2 separate heats.
Seeded on fastest times.
Even fastest time this year. So some people haven't run a 200 this year.
So also, one race could have a 3 metre wind and one race could have a -2. So you end up with times that make no sense.
No, but Britain can win it. Russia don't have to win every single time. We put our best athletes out.
Well, the problem is Russia have such a strength in depth. So, and on the women's side,
also the other problem, as you just said, we don't put our best team up.
I mean,
Britain put their best team up. We've got the best team right up there.
Got a little bit of got the team here. Okay, so we've got to go through it. We've got in the men's 100, we've got Richard Kilty, who, to be honest, I think he probably is.
Yeah, that's why he's up there.
Fantastically right now.
Danny Talbot.
Has he raced this?
Well, I love Danny Talbot, and he very often gets left off of teams, doesn't he? But
didn't he win this last year or the year before?
Potentially,
But I haven't seen him run this year, so we've got.
Yeah, that's what I was thinking. Then has he raced this year?
He has raced this year. Yeah.
Has he?
Yeah.
Okay, right.
Joe had done. I mean, the thing is, he's just run a really fast 45:22. Let's see if that gets repeated.
But then you think about Rooney not racing.
Exactly.
He's
Hudson Smith.
To be fair to the team, I wouldn't want to go to Chebok, Surrey, wherever it is either. It's in the middle of nowhere. It's a 2-hour flight after Moscow.
That can't be the reason why people are going. Russia, I'm not going there.
Because the trials are the week after or the week after that.
It's the equivalent of flying to doing in New York or maybe past New York. It's miles away.
And not just that, but it's Russia's race walking.
Championships?
No, headquarters.
Right, okay.
Where they're all doping. No, but they are. You know,
Might come back with some actual stuff too.
What a strange place to put it.
I suspect it would have been chosen before.
No, but even so, I mean, very poor timing. But it's Ross Murray doing the 1500.
Yeah, I thought, I just texted him then. I just said, Ross, are you racing this weekend? And he said,
replied,
this weekend.
This weekend?
Yes, this weekend.
Interaction,
yeah.
When was this?
Ross.
One thing I just want to say about the men's team is we have the second ranked hammer thrower.
What, in the whole Euro?
In the team championships.
Really?
Yeah. Germany's got someone who's thrown 70 metres. What? We've got someone who's thrown nearly 77.
The thing about is it Dina or Dana? I'll have to ask her. In fact, should we tweet her now and find out?
Yeah.
The thing about her is, I think from last year we thought she was going to be amazing, but I think we're all kind of holding back. Don't want to be too kind of over the top, because then you kind of think just because she's British, you kind of. But no, she's actually the real deal, isn't she? And she's going to be just as good as we actually hoped, imagined, prayed that she might be.
And what I love about her as well is that it's that transition from junior to senior is very difficult, and people have found it very difficult. And I can't remember someone who's done it as seamlessly since probably Steve Backley. Do you mean, who went from being top junior to literally best in the world? She's going to be the best in the world.
Yeah.
And this year, I wouldn't be at all surprised. I mean, I don't want to put too much pressure on her and all the rest of it. But she's in the kind of form where she could seriously be thinking about definitely finals and possibly even medals. Which is a ridiculous thing to say.
To me, it's not so much about that. It's the fact that she's out there mixing it. She almost beat Alison Felix. She didn't beat Alison Felix because she couldn't believe she was going to beat Alison Felix.
On the mind.
But when you've done that, the next time you take on Alison Felix, it's actually you're thinking. Well, you're not even actually thinking anymore. It's not scared anymore. It's actually possible.
We'd really love to get everybody involved on social media. So anyone who follows us all on Twitter, on Facebook, all the rest of it, if you can tweet us ideas of what you'd like to hear us chat about, or any questions or queries you've got. Also, we'd like you to come up with a name. So if you can send suggestions this way, basically us three talking shit about athletics, but something catchier.
Perfect, yeah.
God, professional.
That's so professional, one take.